Assalamu alaikum. Inshallah, you're well, guys. So, a lot of people tend to message me on Instagram with queries, and Alhamdulillah, I do tend to be impressed with the diversity of people that message me. A lot of people will want to go ahead and open up their own businesses. They may want to do a training contract for now, but then go ahead and open up their own practice later. And inshallah, in today's video, I wanted to sort of cover off the skills and experiences you develop as a chartered accountant, which can help you when you want to become an entrepreneur. The first skill I want to talk about is attention to detail and how you'll be able to break down large data sets and analyze key data. And it doesn't matter which service line you work in, because I'd expect you to do a task which helps you develop these skills. As an example, you may be looking at an accounts breakdown. There may be thousands of lines which make up that account balance, and you'll be able to analyze it so you can draw out key bits of information. Another example, which is a bit of a boring task, I don't see many people speak positively about it in audit, but it's called casting and cross-casting. This is where you take a set of financial statements and you check the numbers agree. And although it's boring, you have to have a good eye for detail. You have to be able to pick up mistakes, which do often happen in the set of financial statements which are provided by the client. Again, helping you develop attention to detail skills. So as an entrepreneur, you'll be well placed to analyze data, draw out key conclusions, work out what the data is saying, and make decisions quickly based off of your analysis. And this is very important in this day and age because markets are constantly changing. There's new products, new innovations that are constantly appearing, and you have to be able to adapt. How do you adapt? By making quick decisions. And what are decisions made on? Data. In a lot of instances, data is driving decisions. So if you have attention to detail skills and you're able to analyze that data, both skills which you develop as a chartered accountant, you'll be in a good place. Secondly, you'll be great at admin, which is a bane for many entrepreneurs. So whether it's setting up a company, filing taxes, filing your annual return, responding to communications on a timely basis, using different tools, you'll have experience and be skilled at that. These aren't tasks that many entrepreneurs are comfortable with. But as a chartered accountant, this should be bread and butter for you. You'll have experience of filing returns within deadlines. You'll have experience or awareness of secretariat responsibilities. You will be experienced in responding to client requests within a time frame. Now, you may be thinking that this doesn't matter. I don't need to be good at admin to be an entrepreneur. True, you don't have to be, but it does help. I've seen people rack up several £100s worth of fines because they failed to file a simple form on time. When you're starting a business, cash flow is very important. So you don't want to make silly mistakes that end up losing you cash. The next one is obvious. So as you're a chartered accountant, you won't need an accountant for your business. You'll be comfortable doing management accounting, costings, filing taxes on time, all of which are very important tasks. That skill alone is saving you a few £1,000s, and it can have a huge impact on your business. Imagine you know about costings, how to price a product or service accordingly. That can come in really handy. If you price a product or service too high, you risk having fewer customers. But if you price it too low, then it doesn't carry the same respect as similar products or services on the market. Another skill is customer service, which may sound a bit odd. You don't normally associate chartered accountants with great customer service. It's not one of the first things that come to mind, but actually many accountants are trained in an environment where excellent levels of customer service are extremely important. You'll be used to delivering on time, dealing with rubbish from a client with a smile on your face, building relationships, all skills which come in handy when you're trying to build a brand or build your own business. Nowadays, with online reviews, bad customer service can have a huge impact. What you'll find is that when you've received great customer service, you're less likely to leave a 5-star review than when you've received bad customer service. In that instance, you're more likely to leave a 1-star review because it's had such a negative impact on you. And customer service becomes increasingly important when you have a very similar type of business idea. So as an example, say you open up an e-commerce store selling products. There could be many websites that are doing the same thing. They offer the same services, the same delivery times, the same pricing. What makes you stand out? It could be that excellent customer service that you provide. Remember guys, many companies, clients or individuals can change their accountant. They don't have to provide much notice, which is why it's important that chartered accountants provide excellent levels of customer service. The final one I'm going to talk about is not a skill, but more a perception, because generally speaking in society, chartered accountants are seen as trusted advisors, and that can help you in business. People may be more likely to buy from you because you're seen as a trusted advisor compared to someone else that they may not have met before. Obviously, guys, take that with a pinch of salt, because if you're opening up a food business as an example, it's unlikely that your reputation as a chartered accountant will impact how successful that business is. It's completely unrelated. But there's many examples out there of people who have taken advantage of their education, their background, their reputation to build successful brands. YouTube is a great example. Think of how many influencers have grown who got their initial following because they were a professional or because they graduated from Oxford or Cambridge University. And it's the same with chartered accountants. We can use our education, our image, to help build a brand, a business. Another example of this is when I speak to people and they say, oh, my accountant is really good. And I say, why? And they get stuck. They can't really explain it. Oh, he really knows his stuff. Or she really knows her stuff. Well, how do you know? You're a layman. You don't understand what we do as accountants. How can you say they're a really good accountant? But it's that perception. Because that person's a chartered accountant, it's done wonders for their image. They're seen as a trusted business advisor. Inshallah, I've been able to explain why being a chartered accountant can help you succeed in business. I'm going to leave it there for now, inshallah. As always, if you have any questions or queries, please feel free to comment below or message me on Instagram.